It's Tori
and Gabby,
and today we're making jelly donut muffins. But first, you need to clean your
phalanges.
If you're wondering what phalanges are, they're your fingers. So, the ingredients you will need to make jelly donut muffins are 1/4 cup of butter or a half a stick of butter. The butter must be room temperature. You will also need 1/4 cup canola oil, a half a cup granulated sugar, 1/3 cup brown sugar, 2 large covert chicken eggs. They don't have to be covert chicken eggs. 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 2 2/3 cups plus 2 tablespoons of self-rising flour. You will also need 1 cup of milk.
You will also need a little extract milk,
melted butter,
granulated sugar, and some jam for filling. We are using blackberry. We'll tell you about this more later.
Okay, so let's get started. First off, you need a pan to preheat the oven at 425 degrees. Next, you will need to lightly grease a standard muffin tin or line your muffin tin with silicone muffin
paper
tin.
or silicone,
And grease the cups with non-stick vegetable oil spray. This will ensure that they'll peel off muffins nicely.
We used parchment
Second,
cups and didn't have the spray.
In a medium-sized mixing bowl, cream together the butter, vegetable oil, and sugar till it's smooth. So we're going to pour this into the butter and the oil. So pour that, and then we're going to mix it with the mixer. Put the brown sugar in before you mix it.
No, didn't come out.
Okay, so we forgot that part. So now
Careful starting, it means batter. You may need a parent's help.
But you have to turn it on lightly. We're going to cream it until it's smooth. Okay, so once it's smooth, you are going to add the eggs and beat to a combine. Beat and combine them. So here's the eggs. We're going to put them in here. But first we have to crack. You think the batter. But make sure you don't get any
egg yolk.
I mean,
not egg yolk, but the shell of it.
Shell into the muffin batter. If you do that, it won't turn out right.
Oh.
So, and if you do get a few eggs in it, you're going to have to dig it out with a spoon because you don't want that in your muffins.
I'm going to be right back. I have to get a towel.
We're going to be right back, and we'll talk after we get out all the egg. After we got all the shell out, so now we're going to beat the eggs into the batter.
It looks yellow.
Until it's nice and smooth. technical difficulties, so you may need to ask a parent to help you mix. But next we're going to stir flour into the mixture. So we're going to put the flour in and we're going to stir it.
A little bit at a
A
time.
little bit at a time, but we need to, Gabby, we need to stir it just a little bit at a time. Then you're starting to stir it.
Okay.
And so
You alternate with the milk. With the milk, so wait.
So we're going to add a little bit of milk up at the same time.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit though. And then you stir it. And then you add a little bit of flour. So then we need a little flour. Okay, so after that you're going to add some milk while they're stirring. So stir that nice and good after you get all the flour and milk in. So once you do that, you are going to begin. You're going to combine, make sure everything's combined nicely, and you can use a mixer too for this too. Make it a little messy.
You may need your parents' help.
Yeah. So we're going to be taking over the filming.
Yeah.
I guess.
Does it taste good?
Okay.
It tastes good.
So you need your parents' help for this. Gabby's eating the batter. Okay, so after that's done, you are going to make sure it's all beaten nicely, and then you're going to pour it into your, oh, you have to add your vanilla. And you just need like a teaspoon.
I got some gloves on because I get
But we
really
can
messy.
estimate with that. That's enough. So now we're going to stir it in. Once you get that done, you're going to try to bake it. And the oven was already preheated, so you won't have to wait. But you have to pour it into the muffin pans first. But make sure it's beaten nicely. Okay, so next you're going to pour a little bit into the muffin pans.
With a spoon.
With a spoon. Okay, so when we need that, you're going to put some in. Be careful with it. You don't want it to overflow.
Don't fill it too much. That's enough.
Fill it about halfway. Or 3/4 of the way full. And then you're going to just put it down in there. Gabby. Then you're going to...
That's plenty.
Okay, so you're just going to... Make sure it's not filled too much because it will, like, overflow. And you don't want an overflowed muffin. Gabby. And you may need gloves on because it gets a little messy.
And you're not necessarily supposed to eat raw dough.
But, you know, it won't hurt you.
Well, it could conceivably hurt you, so.
What? It would?
Just don't. Just make sure you have your parents' help and permission to eat the dough. And this will fill about 12 pans, I think.
And once you guys have got them all filled, we're going to put them in the oven.
And then we'll check back to you after they're done.
Bake to golden brown.
So, our muffin batter actually made 18 muffins instead of 12. So, the next step is to, Gabby, tell them.
First, you need to make a hole, as we did right now,
And dip
and go
your
it
muffin,
to the bottom. Then dip it in that and that,
which is butter and then sugar.
and then fill the hole with jelly, any kind of jelly.
Or jam, which we use jam. So, first you're going to put it in the butter and make sure it gets all the way around it. Then dip it in sugar. Okay, so you try to cover the whole thing with sugar. Then you're going to take well, we didn't really have a piping bag, so we had to use a Ziploc bag. But you're going to just pipe it in, side of it.
And your jam is actually in there, kind of squished up, and you cut a hole in the end of
Cut a
it
hole in the end.
to make a piping bag.
So then, Gabby, here, yours now. Gabby? Gabby?
And you don't necessarily have to make a hole with your finger. You can kind of
No,
put
you can use a knife or scissors or
Yeah.
something. But you want to fill it all the way up to the top. So,
You'll do that with the rest of the muffins.
so when we fill up all the muffins, we'll show
And you
what it
don't
looks like.
necessarily lick the piping bag that you're going to use on all the other muffins unless the muffins belong to your family. Okay, Gabs, it might be best to put the piping bag over there.
Yeah.
Okay. You love the jam, okay.
Jam, not
Let's
jelly.
do that to all of them.
Well,
So,
I'll tell you
we'll
what.
check with
Let's,
all the muffins yet with jelly or jam, but we are going to try one. We filled a few of them, so we're going to try one to see if they're good.
Mine's breaking.
Mmm. These are good. Mm.
I like the jelly part a lot.
I like the muffin part with the sugar.
Jelly.
Jam. And you definitely should try this at home because they were really good. Nice and buttery and sugary and jammy.
Lots of sugar.
Okay, bye. We hope you enjoy. I hope you try this at home with your parents' supervision. Okay.